fire from buildings at 178, 188.
From action heroes to beat cops, from the streets of Raccoon City to the hills of Afghanistan, the Beretta 92 platform has been serving both enthusiasts and professionals for going on 4 decades. Hailing from the foothills of the Lombardy region of Italy, the Beretta manufactory has been the longest continuously operated firearms factory in the world, having supplied every major European conflict since the middle of the 16th century. It started out making arquebuses and very quickly developed into making modern firearms as we see today. But our story starts in the 1970s. Evolving from the earlier Beretta models of the 1923 and 1951, the Beretta 92 features an innovative direct feed system, meaning there are no feed lips between the actual magazine and the chamber of the firearm. This helps with reliability, as well as the fact that it has a alloy frame, which helps with the weight a little bit, compared to much heavier pistols like the 1911 or the 9mm helps with capacity. This standard 92FS comes out of the box with 15 round mags. The Beretta features a double action, single action trigger, meaning that it has a safety decocker combo, which you can obviously replace for just a decocker. The pros and cons of this are, one, you can carry with a round in the chamber while also having the hammer down, meaning that this heavy trigger pull is your first trigger pull. Very hard to discharge into yourself. The cons, of course, are that heavy first trigger pull, which can often bite new shooters in that they'll be expecting the gun to jump, compensate for it, and then have the gun just fly way out of target because they're not expecting it to go off and then it goes off. Now, this one that we have here is a default standard 92FS, purchased in no small part due to its appearance in the film Die Hard. However, you want to gamify your gun. How can you trick this Iso Caro out into a Pagani Hayuro? Well, much like any gun with a moderately sized following, you can trade out things like the slide for something a little bit more skeletonized, the hammer. You can change out the recoil springs if you do a little bit of modification. You can change the grips. There's not a lot that you have to accept in the standard variety for this firearm. However, it is a pistol rooted in the design of the 1980s, and as such, it doesn't come out of the box like that. You're going to have to work for it. There's nothing I can say that'll make you buy this firearm or not buy this firearm. If you want something, working through it is probably half of the battle. There's pros and cons to this firearm, of course. If you're looking for a fine shooting firearm with a history to it that all of the cool action heroes use, this is it. This is Hollywood's firearm, and it was America's firearm for a very long time. So, this has been another Hot Takes from RM Shoots. Thank you for watching. Until next time, Bella Ciao.